Hey everyone, it's AmandaandMonica Rloomy, and we are here with our latest bracelet design. This is called The Awakening. This was made on a 6-pin bar setup with 2 pin bars long, this length was. And the name of this bracelet came from a dear friend of ours. We were at a loss of what to call this bracelet, so we went to our Instagram account, AmandaandMonica Rloomy, and asked a few of our friends for some name suggestions, and our dear friend, Miss Loomy, gave us the name suggestion, The Awakening. We love Loomy. She is amazing. She creates amazing creations, and she is just a great friend. Thank you so much, Loomy. Mwah! Alright, so here's what we are going to need for this tutorial. We're just going to do it on one set of pin bars, but we are going to have it, our pin bars, in this configuration. Basically, like 2 staggered pin bar setups, but they need to be hooked together. So make sure you have your pin bars in this way, and I'll be right back. Alright everyone, so for this bracelet, for our sample bracelet, I used the metallic pack that Michaels puts out from Rainbow Loom. Of the metallic, I used the purple, the blue, the silver, and the gold from this mixed metallic pack. But today I liked how it looked, but I wanted to try to use the blue silicone from RainbowLoom.com and the purple silicone from RainbowLoom.com. So I was like, well, if I'm using these two, I might as well use the gold silicone from RainbowLoom.com and the silver from RainbowLoom.com, both silicone. All 4 of these colors are from their web store, and I just want to see how they looked versus the ones from Michaels that are Rainbow Loom brand that Michaels puts out, which I still think makes a stunning bracelet. I just wanted to see how it looked differently and how they laid. So let's get started. I hope everyone has their loom set up in this position. It's going to be an up, down, up, up. Hold on. Let's go back. I thought I was going to be cute with that. It's going to go up, down, up, and then same level, down, up. Don't try to be cute. Alright, so what we're going to start with is the silver. We're going to have 4 layers of bands on this bracelet. And what you're going to do, I always like starting on the left. I'm a lefty. I know. It's kind of iffy for some people that are right-handed, but maybe it keeps my hand out of the way when you all are trying to watch the tutorial. So I am going to put my silver. All of these this first round of bands are going to be silver. I'm going to make a triangle just like this, and I'm going to go all the way up this way, but not with triangles. One moment. I have a triangle on the first one, but then the second one is going to be a diamond. And then everyone else is going to be a diamond. Until we get to the end. Okay, now this is the last diamond I'm putting on this side. That will be 2 pins down from the first row, the first bar, and 1 pin down from the second bar. Now I have one more band to place on this configuration on this side, and it's going to be another triangle, but it's going to be upside down this time. Going to look like that. And I'm going to do the same thing that I did to this side over onto this side. I'm going to do a few of them, and then I'm going to let you all do the rest on your own, and I will come right back. Alrighty, I'll be right back. Alright, I stopped here at this one because I wanted to show you the upside down triangle again. Remember, it's on the second pin down. There it is. Your loom should look like this. As of right now, that's our first set of bands that we're putting on. Our second set of bands are going to go in these 2 rows right here. And for those, it's going to be this section right here in the middle. The silver was these bands here. Now these are going to be the ones in here, right here in the middle. And you can do however which way you want for the middle. I just thought this was a little different way that I have seen here recently, so I thought I would change it up a little. Instead of doing one solid color for each X, because that's what we're going to be making is an X, I'm going to do a purple one, and then I'm going to do a blue one. Then I'm going to follow up whatever color that I ended here with up to the next square. Now I have purple. Let me zoom in a little. Blue was my last, so now I'm going to put blue and then purple. We'll do this one more time. Purple, blue. Alrighty, continue to go all the way up to the loom, to the end of the loom, until you reach this second to last peg where you stopped your triangles at. Okay, here is the finished product of the X's. I stopped right there where the silver stopped. And you see it makes a zigzag pattern with the colors, the one color, and then with the other color. I just thought that was a little something different. You don't have to do that. You can do all one color on each of the 4 pegs. That's totally fine too. Up to you. It's the creative aspect that you can use. Alright, we're going to also use the purple and the blue again for this section of the bracelet. This is going to be underneath the silver and on the sides of the bracelet. That's going to be in this section. So, let's get started. I'm going to start on the left side again. What you're going to do is you're going to have, you're going to start off by putting 2 purples, just like so. And then you're going to put 2 blues going up. But you're only going to put 2 blues, not 3. A lot of times you put a third one over here. You're only going to put 2 right here. And then this is another time where it's open to interpretation what color scheme you use and everything. But I'm just going to go in every other color. And I'm going to finish that off here in a little bit. I'm going to start this other side to show you. I'm going back here to the left again. You know you are working with the lefty when everything goes to the left. Alrighty. Gonna put the blues on now. These silicone bands are really the most gorgeous jewel tones ever. Okay, keep going all the way up the loom until right here and right here. And I will come back with the loom on both sides completed up to that point, up to these two. Alright, so I hope your loom looks like this so far. And if it doesn't, just rewind the video. And we are moving on to right here, these 4 pins. Alright, you're going to start on the second bar, and you're going to put one purple or one whatever color you're using on each one of those. And then you're going to go out on this side and go in from the first pin to the second pin. And on this side you're going to go from the last pin to the second last pin. And then this one you're going to go from the third pin to the second, and from the fourth pin to the fifth pin. Alrighty, so now let's get started on our last set of bands that we are going to put on this bracelet, which are the gold little peekaboos on this bracelet. I love the little peekaboo of gold. That's why I wanted to do a different standout color, and I thought the gold was a really good contrasting color. So let's hope that the silicone gold do just the same. Alright, this time you're going to start at the second bar pin, the first pin, and go in. I'm just going to do both sides this time at once. And you're just making a single chain all the way up. Might help if I have you all in the camera. Alrighty. You all keep going all the way up to here, and then you're going to make one over to here, just like you did up here at the top. Okay? I'll be right back with this completed. Alrighty, I'm back and I have it completed all the way up to the top. This is where I was saying you need to take one and go over to each side. So from the third, go to the second. From the fourth, go to the fifth. And this is how you can really see the gold standing out on the bracelet. So now the only thing we need to do at this point is put a cap band here and a cap band here. So I'm just turning the bracelet around, and I am going to pick, let's see, purple, because it's purple down here and the gold's going to go in. So I'm going to put my golds away and put my purple cap band. I like to do my cap band at least 3 times, if not 4, just to secure and make it a little bit more tight. It's kind of like using the doubled technique at the very end of a bracelet. You don't want to lose all your work at the last second. It's just one of those techniques that you kind of think about as you keep looping and looming. Alrighty, so I'm going to show the bracelet once again. Now this is just one pin bar setup. The one that I showed you was 2 pin bar setup. But for the tutorial, I just did 1. Alrighty. Okay, so the first step in making the bracelet, or looping the bracelet, is we are going to do the gold color first. Okay, let me back up a little bit. And all this is the easiest step that we have done. We're going to go inside the cap band. I have the triple cap band, and you're going to get that gold, pull it back, and do your single chain all the way up the bracelet. and up to here. I'll start on each side and show you. Go inside that cap band, pull it back, grab that gold band. The gold is so vibrant. I love it. Oh, if that happens, it's okay. Just pull one of the sides on one side of the pin and one on the other. All right, I'm going to continue to do this, and I'll be right back. All right, I've looped all of the golds all the way up here. It's just a single chain on both sides going in from the cap band, or the purple cap band, all the way up here to the gold at the end. Okay, for this next step, I know I should have said this earlier, but Amanda and I always like to use Rainbow Loom brand products, but I will have to say that for this, if you're choosing to use another brand, they need to be sturdy bands, because this product is going to test, for my case, the silver's strength. So whatever band you're using for the bottom, make sure that it has a nice durability. I didn't even show you how to do that. I'm just doing it because I'm assuming you know how to do this. You know, you're my friends. I talk to you. You're not really here, but I'm talking to you because I know you're listening, and I think that you should be answering me back, but in all actuality, I'm just talking to myself, you know. But you're really here. I know you are. All right, so what I'm doing is, I was even doing the wrong thing to begin with, so I would have messed up. All right, so I'm starting on the left side once again. I'm going to go inside my cap band, and those two purples that we put on this side, we put one going from the middle to this side and one from the middle to this side, are the ones that we are going to loom now. Come on. And then you're going to get that last band that's on that pin. It should also be a purple. Now we can do what I was getting ready to do, and I was talking to myself again. Okay, so usually you would go in and you would grab this band and you would loop it forward, but with this bracelet, this has the single chain kind of on the outside because you loop the silver first. So you go in, you pull both the purple one that's been looped and the blue, or at least in my case the blue, back, and grab the silver and then bring it to the middle. I just kind of pushed it down to make sure it's secure. Now this side's going to be a little tougher to find, but you just pull back the gold, the purple, and the blue, and the silver will be underneath there. This is why I say you need to make sure those silver bands are extra durable. Now we have left, right, and then we're going to have middle for this process, this part of the process. Left, right, middle. Okay? So we went left, right, and then, I didn't explain, I went in and I grabbed the blue that was right here in the middle. Okay? Let's do this again. I'm going to pull that purple band back. I'm going to go in, get that silver, put it on the middle peg. I'm going to pull all of the bands back that I have here, which will be gold and green, gold and purple. Your fingers will turn green if you aren't wearing real gold. And put that one on the middle. Then, what I didn't show you just a second ago, is I'm going in and I'm pulling the band back, whatever color it is, blue or purple. This time it's going to be purple. And bringing it forward. Let's do it one more time on this side. your bands back. It's blue this time. Okay, I'm going to start on this side and show you. Pulling my cap band back, grabbing the purple, whichever side's on top. It depends on which way you laid them. It could be any one of these three, but if you followed along with me, it would have been the left side, and then the right on this, if you have your loom turned around this way. Okay, we have all the teardrop shapes. Now we're going to go from the left side. You can go from the right side if it's easier for you. And you're going to get that silver and pull in the middle. I'm going to go behind that purple and the blue and get the silver. The first one's always the hardest because you have all of these other bands in the way. Now I'm going to pull all these back, and I'm going to find that blue down there, and I'm going to pull it forward. Now I'm going to pull all those bands back to find that silver. Pull the purple one back. Put it in the middle. Pull all those. I'm going to show you one last time. Pull all the bands back. Grab the silver. Put it in the middle. Pull all the bands, which is just one. Put it in the middle. Pull forward. Alrighty. If you didn't get that process, you can rewind. I am going to continue doing the rest of the loom, and I will be right back. Alright, so I have finished all the way up. This was my last teardrop on each side that I did. I wanted to show you how to close this part of the bracelet. So I'm going to go in on the left, get that silver, pull it up onto that top peg, go in behind all the bands, get that silver, get it up on that middle peg, just like that. And I'm going to go in, get the silver, go in, and get the silver. That's all you're going to do with that for right now. Now, your loom at this point should look like this. Let me make sure. Okay, let's get started on the second to last looping part. Okay, we're going to start in the middle portion where we're going to do the X's. We're going to start, of course, on the left. For me, it's blue, and these are also going to be tight in here. I started on one side, I went over, then I started on the other side and I went over. Make sure you pull the bands back to get to whatever color it is. That one was purple and this one was blue. Purple just popped off here. I'm just going to pull it right back. It's okay if it pops off, but I'm kind of liking to I always like to make sure everything's on, just in case there was another looping process in the middle here. There's not, but just in case there would have been. Alright, I'm going to continue out the rest of this, and I will be right back. Alright, so the last two bands that I looped were right here. Now we're going to start on the last part, the last step in the looping process, which is on the original bracelet, we have the side single chain on each side of the bracelet. So that's what we're getting ready to do now. What you're going to go in is on each of the first and the 6th bar pin. We're going to go in, and you should have a wide opening down here. I have a wide opening, and there's a purple band around, and there's blue. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the blue band up to the pin in front. Now I'm going to pull the purple band up to the pin in front. This is a very easy process. It's just like making a single chain, just a little tighter because the rest of those bands are in a different position. Or not position, a different place too. I like to put those bands where they are. And then here at the top, this is very important that you do this process. There are 2 bands right here that have not been loomed yet. There's a purple band from the 6th to the 5th and from the 4th to the 5th. So you need to loop those now, because if you don't get this band right here, the whole part down through here, the X's, and part of the band placement down here will fall apart. So those are definitely crucial bands. Alright, we're going to do the same thing we did to that side to this side. Don't forget those 2 purple bands that we have up here. Loop them to the middle. So that was our last step in the looping process. Now we're going to get ready to put our C-clips on. Now Amanda and I have 2 ways that we like to put C-clips on a bracelet, depending on how big the bracelet is, like width-wise, and how heavy the bracelet is. If it's just a regular bracelet, like a thinner bracelet or something, we usually like to cap them, because that will secure the C-clip a little better. The other way, which is the way we're going to use today, is we like to use 2 bands. So I'm going to go in with my hook, grab those 2 bands, put the other end on my hook. I'm holding it like this on both ends so I can stretch it out. Grab my C-clip and hold it perpendicular to the bands. And I always like to have the opening of the C-clip facing me, so that gives it less of a chance to open up and let some of those bands out. Because if you've worked so hard on making a bracelet, you don't want to lose that by having a loose C-clip. Pull it. Okie dokie. So now what we're going to do is we are just going to relieve some of the tension. It's not going to relieve all of it. This is going to be a tight bracelet to it off of the loom, but I'm going to take these side single pieces off. There's really no tension on them, but it's just one less thing to worry about. Then you only have to worry about the 4 in the middle. So, first things first, I'm going to stick my hook back into that pin that I have my C-clip on and let that off, because that is usually the one that has the most bands in it. And then until I can get a good like grasp probably right around here, I'm going to do this just with only my hook until I can get a good grasp on the bands, the pieces of bands. I'm going to release it with my hook and get stuck with my hook. Now remember, this one you will have to make an extension for. We don't really like extensions, but we know not everyone has, let's see, this would take, for a full wrist, it would take 4 looms because it's 6 pins. So I know Amanda and I have 4 looms each more, but not everyone does. Alrighty, so what usually helps me at this point is I pull up. That's why you need some good quality bands. You pull up. It usually helps relieve some of the tension and release it a little easier. Can you feel the tension through the screen? Okie dokie. I'm just straightening it and pulling. Usually you have to pull some. Ooh, I really love this. The colors are gorgeous. Okay, so here is what the metallic silicone ones look like. You see? And then here is how the metallic regular rainbow loom ones look like from Michaels. Just slightly different. Maybe this is like the high end and this one's just like the regular. They're both super gorgeous. I do love that pop of gold popping through. It's the awakening coming through. Alright, if you all loved this tutorial, or even just liked it, would you give us a big thumbs up? If you would like to see more tutorials by AmandaandMonica Rloomy, would you please subscribe to our channel and comment on our videos? We also would love to see your creations. We look at every single one of them on our Instagram account, AmandaandMonica Rloomy. If you would hashtag AmandaandMonica Rloomy, we will definitely check out your creations. If you would like to tag us as well, if we're already friends, or if you even want to tag us, that would be amazing. Thank you. Love it. The awakening. Whoa.